Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Vox. Tracy here, and I'm really sorry I've not been around, have I? So seems like forever. We had a little shopping trip, Gary and I, and we went Christmas shopping, so we needed an early start. And then this morning I was going to do my chat and catch up with everything from yesterday. Yesterday we went out as well because we had to go furniture shopping. So that's what I mean. It's been a long time because we had a shopping trip to get each other's Christmas presents, and it was quite a way. And then yesterday we were furniture shopping and all sorts and DIY and stuff like that. So that's DIY, Jane. Right? So just making sure you know I said it right. Cheeky, I know. That's for me being cheeky. So then, and then this morning I got up fairly early-ish and I thought, okay, I'll wash my hair and I'll get my video done. And there was a knock at the door because yesterday while we were out some parcels were delivered and it was my neighbour, and he brought them round and came in for a cuppa. So then we were talking lots, and then Gary asked him if he wanted to come to breakfast with us, so we went out and had breakfast. So just got back, so best laid plans and all that of getting a nice early start and talking to you all this morning went out the window. But it was a very nice breakfast, so that was that made up for it. So yeah, Christmas shopping was good, very, very tiring. Didn't help that it's a massive place. We parked the car at one end. So we started walking, bought stuff. It was heavy. It was something I got Gary for Christmas, quite heavy. So we walked all the way back to the car because he couldn't do it on his own. Walked all the way back to the car, put it back in, and then obviously we went back in, so we're starting again from where we first started off. Went to another shop and he got some bits for me and they were cumbersome, so we couldn't really walk around with those, so we walked all the way back past the one we went to before, got all the way back to the car, put those in the car, and then we had to go back. And he said, it's not very big, this place, is it? And I said, you're joking, we've only been like a third into the car park. I said, you haven't seen anything yet. So, and I did intend to go outside and see the outsidey bit because they do have a Christmas kind of wonderland bit, but it was raining by the time it was dark, so I said I didn't fancy getting wet for it, so we didn't do that. And there's some really nice designer shops outside, mega expensive anyway, and by that time we'd both spent enough, so we did look all the way around. We were going to eat out, and we had, on the way out, because we're up early enough to get a McDonald's muffin. Never usually up and about. I'm awake, obviously, but not out and about in the car, anywhere near a McDonald's. So I like the sausage and egg muffins. So we decided that we would have a sausage and egg muffin to start the day or two. And then while we were walking around, I know Gary loves milkshakes, and there was this place that did those ones that have got chocolates in, you know. So I had Reese's because I love chocolatey peanut butter stuff, and he had a banoffee, and you get to keep the little jars they're in, and for 50p you can buy a lid, so you can keep it forever. So I said, oh, they'd be quite good, because I put them in the yarn van, put things in them. So I bought the lids, just need to wash them all up and everything else. They're in soak because they put like a layer of marshmallow around the lid and then put chocolate sprinkles on it, and it sticks like, well, the strongest glue you can imagine. So they're in soak to get that off. So yeah, anyway, by the time I'd eaten that, I was stuffed, so I couldn't eat dinner. We bought some Millie's cookies, and so when we got home, that's all I had. So really, in all, I didn't eat much because I didn't eat like a dinner. I was too full up. Gary did, though. Gary had dinner. Then yesterday, we went out, and this was more kind of, you had to go to B&Q. So we went there, and I got a few more of the Christmas presents that he wanted. And we decided, because obviously I did say some time ago that we were going to start on the lounge once he'd done all of that work, and he wanted to get it done before Christmas. So if you hear banging, the lounge is the other side of this wall, and he's pulling off those oak beams, because we've had white walls and oak beams for, well, it's been there since before I knew Gary. So we got wallpaper, and it's very, very nice. It's kind of a silver with a sparkle here and there. Well, quite sparkly actually. And it does look pretty. So we got that wallpaper. So he's pulling all the oak beams off. And recently we started to watch a programme on TV that I like to call Wet Bum. And that's because it's called Arsoker. And anyway, it's on Disney, and it's a Star Wars. So she was Anakin's Padawan. Anyway, so we've been watching it, and it's been so dark. Now, I know a lot of the American shows, when they're filmed, they're not filmed in the same way as ours. So quite often they're a bit darker, a little bit grainier sometimes. So I said, oh, you know, maybe it's just because it's American. But it was so dark, really, really dark. And then he said, you know, should we rewatch, because we watched all of those, should we rewatch The Mandalorian? And I said, I don't mind, we can watch that. And put that on, and it was really, really dark. So I said, okay, maybe the TV's going. And every time we watch anything on Disney and those sort of channels, because they're another signal, aren't they? They're streamed. I have to change the CV setting to vivid, and excuse me, my hair is tickling me. And even though I put it on vivid, it's still a bit darker. And then when you put TV on normal, it's a bit bright. So then you drop it down, but then it's gloomy. So it's never really vibrant anymore, and it was really starting to go. So I said, well, okay, Black Friday, let's have a look, because we had to look for sofas. We need the sofas, and we had to look for the wallpaper, and I said we may as well look to see if we can get a TV. So I went into Curry's, and I got the TV. Yeah, so I've got to set that up before after I've done this. I've got to go and set that up, and I'm really hoping it's not difficult. It's the same size, didn't go for like a giant thing, but it's just not going to be dark. And we got one that is 60% brighter than others, so you know, hopefully it will. We asked them to put Arsoker but Wet Bum on it, and we only just watched the fight scene where she was fighting two robots, if you like, and mechanoids, and so she was fighting them, and it was so bright. I mean, we didn't watch it like that. It was almost like midnight with the lights off. So he said, oh, do you know, I'm going to watch that again. I'll watch that again when we've got another telly. So yeah, I've got to try and set that up, and I'm hoping it's not going to be too technical, because, you know, I'm not really feeling it technical. Anyway, so yeah, we ordered the sofas, but we need carpet as well. So the whole thing will have to be gutted. And then once we've done that, the two sideboards we've got won't match anymore. So we might get like a glass cabinet, so that, because Gary has, and I've been buying them for him for Christmas and birthdays for quite some time now, he has helmets. So he has Darth Vader, and he has Boba Fett, and he wants the Mandalorian. So they will go nicely in that cabinet, along with other sort of little ornaments that we've got and ones that I've got. So we did see a nice cabinet sort of thing. And of course, we have our TV as it is on a corner bracket. We won't be able to do that anymore. We'll put that on the sideboard for now. And it's good really because Gary's taken everything off the wall so he can decorate. So the TV would have had to have come off the wall anyway. But later on we can decide whether we put it up or not. But yeah, the lounge is now being done, and it's at the phase where you pull stuff off the wall and you've got a hole then. So you've got to fill it, and it's all with paper and a mess. So yeah, no more beams. The oak beams were good though, because if I ever needed to put up Christmas cards, you could just put drawing pins in really well. And I think that would be harder from now on to put anything up. And so that's coming 3 months' time. So we've got 3 months really to get it done before that arrives. So that's good. So that's what we were doing with our day yesterday, and it was very time consuming and busy. And then this morning I thought, yeah, I'll get back to doing my videos, and didn't kind of come off, did it? Never mind, I'm here now. So I've got a joke for you then. This is, what do you call a 17-year-old who stops aging? Constantine. Constantine, I like it. Oh, it's going to get... Well, actually, I think that one deserves it. Oh, it doesn't deserve one of those. It deserves one of those! Yes, it does! I think that does, yeah. That's cool. Oh, man. So, yeah, busy. But yesterday, because we didn't get back early enough, I didn't get to do any videos, and I should have done my winners yesterday. Well, I say should have. It's not like written in stone. It has to be Saturday. But normally I do the winners on Saturday, and then I do the new giveaway today. But today I've got to do the winners and the new giveaway. But, you know, we just have to put up with a little bit of banging and scraping noises coming from next door. I brought in a cup of tea with my little Mandalorian. I do love Grogu. My little Mando cup. So yeah, I found out as well today, I booked it up ages ago, but I didn't remember the date. So next Saturday we've got our COVID jabs, and I'm really hoping that I don't get Gary's cold, because I made him take a test. It's not COVID, but he's got a cough and a bit of the snot, and I'm really hoping I don't get that, because if I do, I'll have that when I have the jab. And I had the jab with a sore throat once. Oh, it was awful. Absolutely awful. But I thought, I'm not going to not have it. And they said at the time, do you have a sore throat or anything like that? I went, no, it wasn't COVID. I knew that. I thought, no, it's just a sore throat. But boy, did it make it a humdinger of a sore throat. So I'm really hoping that I managed to not get Gary's sniffle. It's very unusual that I don't catch it. I'm hoping that I've either had it already or I missed this one, because I did miss the last one he had, but then it turned out to be hand, foot and mouth that he caught while he was in Disney, off of all the sticky kids that were there with leaving their sticky hand, foot and mouth prints around. So yeah, I didn't catch that. It's unlikely really that adults get it. Sometimes obviously they do, but it's not, it's rare. So I didn't actually catch it, and I didn't want to either. He had an awful cough. He was terrible. And at the time I was treating him like a leper, because at the time I thought it was just a really bad virus that he had, and I don't want to be getting that. So it was, don't come near me, and I sanitised everything he touched. And I think because colds are more contagious as they're leaving that person, they pass it on and then it leaves, sort of thing. I'm thinking I should be now wearing the mask and sanitising everything. But it was all of that sanitising that destroyed my hands. So I was like, oh, God, here we go again. But I'm really hoping I don't catch it before Saturday, because I want to get that jab. I mean, it's been booked for over a month, because when I tried to book them up, that's the nearest one they had. So I don't really want to have to postpone it or not have it and then wait even longer, because the longer it goes on, the more chance I've got of catching this new variant that's going around, and it's more contagious because it's got extra bolt-ons You know, it's got little jackets that it's put on. Stupid thing. We've all had enough of COVID now. It should just do one. Just go. That's what it should do. But all of the shopping that I did, not one ball of yarn did I purchase. And this is because they did have a big flying tiger where we went, but I didn't even set foot inside, because by the time we were on our way back on the last bit of where I could have gone in flying tiger, I was aching so bad. My back ached, my legs, my feet, and I just thought, I need to sit down, I need to go home, you know, I just want to get out of it now. So that was not a chance. But yeah, did get quite a few nice little presents for each other, and then I got a couple of sample pots. I had a bit of a problem, and that is that we bought some Lush, and I remember the guy that served me said, you have 18 bags. And he said he took them all out. He said, let me just take them out and count, make sure I've done them all. He was doing them as he put them in, so it was a bit of an overkill. And he took them out, and it wasn't until I started, because I'm wrapping as I go. Oh, that smells amazing. It wasn't until I started wrapping them and I counted them. I've got 3 missing. So when he took them all out, he didn't put 3 back. And so Gary said, ring him. And I thought, yeah, but he said, well, if he didn't put them in, he should have had 3 spare ones on the counter, unless he just put them in the next person's order, not thinking. But he did count through all mine. But that's so annoying, because some of those were £6 each, like the ones that you can put in your burners. And I've got a feeling that those are the ones that are missing. So to have 3 of those missing, that's not ridiculously cheap, is it? Now this is called, oh God, his writing's a bit, called that. I think the last word's cream. That was Gary. It sounded like we had like something scurrying, but it was Gary. It looks like Karma. Maybe it is Karma cream. Not Karma chameleon, but Karma cream. And it is absolutely beautiful, you know. It smells like a bath bomb on my hand. That is beautiful. I did ask for a couple of samples. Is this the same one? 2 Karma creams. This lovely lady gave me these, not him. He was saying we don't do samples. So I thought, okay. And then this lady said, caught me looking at this. I said, oh, I really want a nice hand cream, because the one that Linda gave me, look, it's gone. And that was the one that smelled lovely of patchouli. And I keep meaning to get that. And that was in the Body Shop. I haven't been back in there. It was the hemp one, but it does smell like patchouli. But this one, it smells like all of the bath bombs on your hand. Not the overpowering, you know, when sometimes you go past Lush and you instantly start coughing as you get near the shop. It's like, well, it's a bit much. It wasn't as bad as that. I think I need to put the fan on. I'm getting warm. It is actually sunny out today. We've had torrential rain for the last 3 days, and it's been awful. I mean, we've had there's a river literally up the road. You can't walk up our road at the moment because you can't walk round that puddle. It is the whole width. Goes from one caravan site to the other caravan site, because as you go up our road, you've got palm tree, it used to be called, but I think it's called palms now, and you've got Elmhurst this side, and the puddle goes from one to the other, so you can't walk around it. And as you drive through it, you think, I don't even know what's underneath this, you know, if I'm gonna go down to Australia or something. But yeah, it is really, really, really wet everywhere. But today we've got the sun. It'll take ages to dry it up though, because there's lots of bushes along the side of the road, so it doesn't really get dried out so easily there. But I've got a little bit of good news that my next door neighbour, his name's Colin, and he said that tomorrow they're opening the road. You know the road that I said is closed up here? They're going to open it one side and with traffic lights. So that will be a nightmare in itself, because obviously it's going to be traffic lights along a little tiny road. But we can still go the other way, so you've got a choice. So that would be great, but it does depend on what road it is they close next as to whether opening that benefits us at all. Because if when you get to the end of that road is closed, we still can't go that way really, can we? Might be able to go one way but not the other, and still it's going to last for ages. We had the note come round. I don't know what happened to it, but yeah. So it'll be good and we did see a few cars coming down there, but whether they were people that kind of lived up there and had access or not, I don't know. So we saw some fireworks on the way home yesterday, and they had fireworks at Palm, which Colin and his nephew went to, and their friends. We didn't know anything about them, but as we were driving home, one of the rugby club up the road had them, but at that time it was drizzling, and so I said, I don't really want to stand in the rain and watch fireworks. I didn't even have a proper coat. I had a fleece coat that was soak free. So I said, no, I don't really, and I don't want to get mud on my boots either, so no. We went home, and then as we were turning into our kind of turning, there's a pub on the corner called the Dickens Inn, and they had them in the garden. And while we were sitting watching Formula One, because we watched it on recording, there were masses of them going off, and didn't realise, but it was actually just up the road at Palm. And I said to Gary, it wasn't raining then, we could have gone. But didn't even know they were going. We don't hear anymore, because we don't go to the places. We never hear about what's happening, so, we're out the loop sort of thing, but never mind. I think, to be honest, we'd had enough with all the couple of days of shopping. But it would be nice to get the lounge done. We said it was going to be the last room that we do, because obviously the kitchen was the first one. But it turns out that the bathroom's going to be the last, but we've got to wait until Jamie can come down and do that with us. But also carpets and bit of titivation in the bedrooms, but they've all had new floors and new walls where they're needed. But the last major room was going to be the lounge, but it'd be nice to get it done, because the carpet is really, really old, and it's when you move furniture and then you see a bit of new carpet underneath, and you realise just, it was that colour, was it? It's been there for so many years, long before we were here. So definitely 100% needs doing. And I love the paper, and we kind of chose the colour of our suite is Air Force blue. It's actually a bit like this, but more bluer, I guess. So that will be a nice kind of contrast to the silver grey, rather than, because we could have just had a grey one or a dark grey, but I just wanted to inject a little bit of colour. We've got blue curtains, so I thought, well, we have blue. That would be nice then. And we've got a buffet. Yes, nice little buffet as well. Can't wait, because our sofas are so uncomfortable. Get backache sitting on them. Well, not so much me. Sometimes I do, but Gary always does. So it will be nice. Cheers. I'm going to have a quick slurp. One thing. Biscuit tea. It's so nice. When we went out for breakfast, it was obviously normal tea. So I come back and have one after that, and I realise how much I love biscuit tea. So I forgot what I was going to say now. Oh yeah, having a couple of days where I've not made my video, I've got loads to tell you. So I was getting to the stage where I was like, nothing much happened. I went to bed and I woke up. That's it. The end. But now at least I've got things that we've done to tell you. It wasn't mega Christmassy. I was quite surprised that, the shops always put their Christmas decorations up way ahead of everybody. Each shop had little few twinkly lights, but it wasn't that you could walk around and go, wow. They usually take your breath away in shopping malls, and I didn't get outside to the Wonderland bit because it was raining. And also by that time we were kind of exhausted, but it wasn't like, well, this is Christmassy. We went to Furniture Village yesterday to look at the sofas because they have a sale on. And I said, you know, it was only like in finishing today that as well. So we were lucky that we managed to sort of get them in, or order them so that they'll come and we'll get them at that price. Only knocked more money off, so it was good. But yeah, not very Christmassy, and it's just weird, really. But we saw so much in there that was absolutely gorgeous. Dining room sets, and obviously we don't have a dining room. We've got a kitchen that's got a table, so we couldn't do that, where you've got the cabinets that match the table and the glass cabinets and everything else, and TV stand. It's not all in the same room, but they were, every time I saw one it was like, oh, look at this one, this one's gorgeous, oh, look at this. We did intend as well to go to IKEA, but we didn't get there. But I think there's so much that I loved in Furniture Village that I could have just moved in. Let's not go home, let's just live here, it's so nice. Cheers, guys. I should say guys and gals, but then that just reminds me of Jimmy Savile, and I've just watched that. Julie told me about it, and I said, oh, I think I was going to watch that, but I got mistaken. I thought it was a documentary. It's actually a drama with Alan Partridge, and yeah. So I don't like saying guys. I always think, you know, I don't like the word for everybody being called guys, but I certainly don't want to be guys and gals. Not anymore. Absolutely not. Anyway, I'm going to get off, upload this, because I've got so much to do today, video-wise, and dinner and everything else, because Gary's DIYing, so it's down to DIY, Jane, not DIY. Never said DIY in my life. It's just the way I say it, I think. Sounds a bit like it. It's not it, though. So I've got so much to do that it's unreal. And when I washed my hair, I noticed my roots looking all dark. Need doing. So next time, do apologise for the state of my hair. Next time it will be coloured. I'll do it, promise. But I still have to do my tutorials, and I will get them done as soon as I possibly can. The this one, hey, that one there, remember that one? So I'll definitely do this scarf, and the blue one, I have no idea what that is, and I want to, oh, here it is. This one, oh, got stuck on it with my bracelet. It's because I've got, it's really stuck. It's because I've got a jellyfish and it's got tentacles and they curl. I can't get it off. There it is, it's off. Yeah, this one with a jellyfish tentacle attached to it. That's not really. But yeah, this is it. This is the one. This is the one that causes all the aggro. See that this jellyfish here has tentacles, and they hook onto stuff and get stuck, and that's what that did. But it's all still perfect, so that's fine. And so is this. So yeah, I want to get this done. I love this one. This is going to be my... I couldn't find it the last few days, so I didn't take it out with me. But I love it. So this is going to be the one that I wear most of the time. But I do like this one, and I will do... I said I'd do a tutorial, because this one's crocheted, this one's knitted, and I will do a crocheted one with this. I'll try and work that out. And I was going to do the hat to match the baby set as well, and I know I said I'd do that, and somebody, I can't remember who it was, one of my subbies, asked me to design a new scarf, so I said, oh, I've got two of those too, but yeah, I will get onto that, because I want to do one that's a solid colour rather than variegated. I know that one's a solid colour, but it's not the same. Not everybody wants a ruffle scarf. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I know I said I was going ages ago. Do that all the time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.